Welcome back to the programme. Part of Prince Philip's legacy will no doubt be the Duke of Edinburgh Award, a scheme which has taught millions of young people key life skills. The programme challenges adolescents to complete a series of self-improvement exercises, usually including an expedition spanning several days. The Duke founded the award in the UK, but it's since expanded to over 140 countries. Despite its success, Philip was modest about his role in it. He once said he couldn't care less whether it was part of his legacy, adding that it had nothing to do with him and that it was simply there for people to use. Well, organisers of the award scheme have paid tribute to Prince Philip on their website. John May, the Secretary-General of the Duke of Edinburgh International Award Foundation, joins us now. John, thank you very much for your time on the show this evening. Now, Prince Philip founded the Duke of Edinburgh Award 65 years ago, and he was very passionate about the work, wasn't he?
He was, yes, Angela. He was a remarkable man. I think it's extraordinary to consider that more than 65 years ago, he had this idea with his former headmaster, Kurt Hahn, the German educationalist, to create a program for young people that would help them to find their purpose, their passion, and their place in the world. And now more than 1 million young people every week are undertaking activities to do with the award that bears his name.
And he was a real champion as well, wasn't he, of sort of that non-formal education and learning. So really not afraid to take a different approach.
You're right. I think he recognised from his own experiences how important learning outside the classroom can be in terms of preparing a young person for adult life. And I'm always struck by how the simple framework for non-formal education and learning that he created, this idea that giving service to the community, learning a skill, getting fit through physical activity and learning about leadership through adventure, put the experiences of those together, and what you create is what the Duke described as a do-it-yourself growing up kit. And I think it's a really good way of describing what it is we do.
But he was really very modest about his input, wasn't he?
He was. As you said a moment ago, he's on record as saying he couldn't care less whether this goes down with his name and his legacy. But there are millions of young people who have him to thank for putting them on the right road, the right path. And I'm wearing my little gold badge here because I'm one of those young people. When I was 18 years old, I had the opportunity to do my gold Duke of Edinburgh's award, and it set me on my career path. So I have the Duke personally to thank for what I've done with my life.
And of course, that would be the sentiment shared among many, certainly young people too, won't it? That legacy that he's left behind. How would you describe it?
I think the way that I would describe it is that he has left a legacy that allows young people to aim high, to aspire, and to reach their aspirations. The great thing about the Duke of Edinburgh's award is that it isn't a machine that just processes young people through a particular program. What the award does is it helps young people to set their own targets about what they want to do with their lives. And we talk about a program, but maybe I should probably really refer to 1 million programs, because there's 1 million young people at the moment who are doing their Duke of Edinburgh Award. It's not always called the Duke of Edinburgh Award either. If you live, for instance, in the Netherlands, you'll know it as the International Award for Young People. And in some countries, it's called the President's Award. But all over the world, in 130 countries or more, there are young people who are doing their award and because of it finding their purpose, their passion and their place in the world.
Well, John May, the Secretary General of the Duke of Edinburgh's International Award Foundation, thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us on the show.
You're very welcome.
Well, as a royal biographer,